So as I was scrolling Twitter, or as it's called now, X, as I usually do, I stumbled across a tweet mentioning a beta patch for BoneLab. So I decided to install it and check it out, and look at my dead channel and dying channel, and I decided I'd make a video on it. And then complain about it, because that's, that's what I'm good at. Oh, and if you're wondering what this update added, they added a capsule machine. Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. Some random guy on Reddit asked, and that's literally it. A shitload more capsules. That's the patch. You can get the capsules outside of the game now. Yeah, you can take your ammo, insert it, twist this knob, and you get a capsule. And you can get every capsule you've missed. You hyped for this next patch? It's been in the works since February, by the way. It's taken them like 8 months to release nothing. Oh, and if you're wondering if there's a gift for, or like a surprise or like a celebration for getting this to 0, this fella on YouTube has the answer for you.
Here's what happens when you twist this thing with one gacha left. Okay, well. It was a cave boulder. Okay, well, nothing special happened.
It's pretty freaking sweet. I don't know why Stress Level 0 does this, where they release like 2 patches and then decide to completely abandon a game and give no one any info about it. Genuinely, nobody knows if they're working on another game or if they're working on a big update, or if they've just quit developing altogether because they have like no social media manager or anything. Their last tweet is about merchandise on their store. Hey guys, hate to burst in like this, but there's also merchandise on my store. Go buy it. Go buy it now. Please, I beg you. Please. And the last tweet from Brandon that was retweeted on the Stress Level 0 account was Happy New Year. In addition to continued updates, okay, sure, he's looking forward to making videos detailing the 30 months of engineering that bridged Boneworks to BoneLab. These will lead to a bright future of BoneLab and Marrow. Wow, that's a pretty bright future, isn't it? The whole literally nothing. What I do gotta say is this pizza's pretty freaking epic. Someone in my comment section said they were looking to extend the story of BoneLab, but I can't find anything on that. But it's pretty great how Boneworks' story was 9 to 10 hours, but then BoneLab comes over and says, "Hey guys, I'm an hour to 2 hours long, but you can swap characters, and a majority of the game is a tutorial." I don't know, you guys like that stuff, right? Dismemberment hazard. Do not insert any limbs. Matter energy displacement can cause permanent joint dislocation. That's like a tracking QR code thing. That's probably a Boneworks reference, if I had to guess. It's also pretty awesome how Brandon tweeted that Boneworks received post-launch updates for 1 year, and they're committed to 2 years with BoneLab. But there's only been 2 patches, man. You're already nearing the end of 2 years. Also unrelated, there's a really cool looking cat ghost up here. The only content that anyone can produce with BoneLab right now is either mod reviews or just here's this challenge that's oversaturated. There's not much, especially when the story is so short. There's no questions to ask. There's no choices to make. It's not like you can't do anything to optimize your run. You're going A to B and then the same thing over and over. Boneworks let you decide where to go, how to do it, and what to do. But BoneLab is kind of just, it feels more restricted, even though you can change your shape and avatar and everything. Thank you for playing Stress Level 0. Yippee! Thanks for giving me a game. Can I even call it a game? There's less story here than there was in Boneworks. I honestly just think that BoneLab and Stress Level 0 just need to make their communication more clear, rather than leaving people in the dark, because all that really does is make people concerned that well, I wasted my money, especially when all this patch did was add literal props to collect from capsules. In the last patch that came out, barely anything. We added an M1 Garand, but you also can't find it in the game, I don't think. I also think it's pretty funny how they added the skeleton as an avatar, and then that was a huge update. And then you go over to mod.io and there's like 15 new avatars per day. So like, if you're gonna make a game, you should at least compete with the modders and the content, man. You're literally like, you're supposed to show them what you're supposed to do to mod and stuff like that, but it's just like the devs don't recognize any of it, but the whole game is based around modding. But then they release an unfinished modding SDK, and then they don't like update anyone on it, as far as I'm aware, and it's, I don't know. I think if anything, the game should have probably been delayed to just add more stuff, or at least like get testers or public outreach or a beta or something to like make people say, hey, is this game any good? Because it literally feels like a tech demo more than Boneworks.